Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 10th Annual Nichols College Elevator Speech Competition. My name is Olivia Antonson, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies tonight. For those of you who might not know me, I graduated from Nichols this past December. I was a general business major, peer tutor, and teaching assistant during my time here on the Hill. Currently, I am a municipal administration and operations intern for the town of Dudley, and I will start grad school in the fall to pursue my Master of Public Affairs. I'm also the first place winner of last year's elevator speech competition, and I'm super excited to be back here on the Hill. I'd like to start off our event tonight by welcoming our 22 participants. I applaud you all for stepping out of your comfort zones and challenging yourselves by participating tonight. I'd also like to welcome President Saul Macy to his first Nichols College elevator speech competition. I'd also like to welcome our Provost, Daniel Borgia, as well as Board of Trustee member, Senator Richard Moore. Next, I welcome our, Next, I welcome our judges, Don Carlo, Kellyanne Percival, Eric Bernard, and Carrie Sear. A warm welcome to any alumni here tonight, especially Hannah Vangel and Ben Carboni. They both won first place at prior elevator speech competitions, and we will be hearing from them later tonight during a panel. Of course, I can't forget to welcome staff and faculty, as well as any other students that are here to support the participants tonight. And finally, welcome to any family and friends here on the Hill. Now I'll introduce each of our 4 judges. Fran Carlo and Don Carlo have been sponsoring the contest prizes since its early days. Fran usually judges, but is in Greece with work. That's pretty cool, I like Greece. So Don will fill in. I wasn't supposed to say that. Fran Carlo, class of 90, is the Vice President of Technical Support for JFrog and formerly the VP of Global Services for NICE. He is a former chair and current member of the Nichols College Board of Advisors. He helped Nichols College Center for Intelligent Process Automation by securing a donation in kind of bots and tech support from his former company, NICE, valued at almost $1 million. Don Carlo, class of 90, our judge tonight, is the Assistant Director of the Westboro Community Education Office. Fran and Don are the parents of current student Lauren Carlo, who will graduate this spring and has accepted a job with AAF CPA. Our other judges include Eric Bernard, class of 92, MBA 98. He is AVP, is Shared Services at UMass Memorial Healthcare. He has a BA in Economics at Nichols and an MBA from Nichols. He's a member of the college's Board of Advisors and a President's Society level donor. Kellyanne Percival, class of 02, MBA 04, works as AVP IT Solution Delivery Logistics at the TJX Companies, Inc. She majored in finance at Nichols and has an MBA from Nichols. She's a member of the college's Board of Advisors and a President's Society level donor. Finally, Carrie Sear, class of 21, is a special assistant to the president of Nichols College. She's also a candidate for a Master of Science in Organizational Leadership. Next, I'll review the rules of the competition. For those of you who may not be familiar with the concept of an elevator speech, it is defined as a 1-minute talk about yourself or an idea, designed to persuade or inform in a compelling, memorable way. Speeches should be 1 minute long, that is 60 seconds, with a buffer of 10 seconds plus or minus. So, for example, if your speech ends up being 52 seconds or 1 minute and 9 seconds, you're okay. Judges may deduct points if a speech falls outside this range. Using the podium is optional. Do what feels most comfortable to you. After each participant gives their speech, I ask that you please stay on the stage. The judges will hold up their scores, which range from 1 to 10, and then they will provide feedback. Due to the number of participants tonight and in the interest of time, I will ask that only 2 judges give their feedback for each participant. The first participant will hear brief feedback from judges 1 and 2. The second participant will hear brief feedback from judges 3 and 4, and that pattern will continue. Once feedback is given, the participant will return to their seat, and I will call up the next participant. The judges may request a tiebreaker if a tie ends up happening. The judges' decisions are final. The presentation order was chosen at random before the competition began. As a reminder to our participants, we are going to try and move things along tonight, but please don't feel like I'm rushing you. I know this can be nerve-wracking, and it's okay if you need to pause and take a breath before starting your speech. You are also allowed to do one do-over with no penalty to your score, as long as that do-over occurs before you end your speech. So if you're mid-speech and your mind goes blank, or you need to pause and collect your thoughts, you can request to start over one time. Finally, my one piece of advice before our speeches begin tonight: chill out. Take a breath, relax, and remember that it's only 1 minute. It takes longer to make a bag of microwave popcorn than it does to give an elevator speech. So on that note, let's move into our competition. First up, we have Liam Shields.
All right. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Good to go. All right. Hi, I'm Liam Shields, and I'm interviewing for the general manager position today. Can I start over? I'm sorry. Oh, getting this right. Getting this right. You know what? All right. Hi, I'm Liam Shields, and I'm interviewing today for the general manager position. I'm drawing a blank again. I'm so sorry. All right, I'm going to start over. Hi, I'm Liam Shields, and I am interviewing for the general manager position. I noticed that you were looking for a candidate with 3+ years in the general manager field. But let me explain to you how my experiences are just what you are looking for. I think that I could be a great candidate for your team. My skill and background project a great fit. My gosh. I am so sorry. Oh my God. That's a 20 out of 20. Sweet. Whew. Sorry about that.
Yep. First. I guess quick feedback. It's really too bad you kind of lost your mojo a little bit, but you could tell you had it. So when you did get your mojo in the middle there, you seemed very passionate and very able to make whatever point you were shooting for.
Liam, you got this. Just remember that, because you're going to get up again and you're going to have to speak, and just remember those words. You got this. And that's what I always would tell myself, like, you got this. So good job for even getting up here, because I give you a lot of credit for that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Liam. Next up, we have Lucas Janusz.
Before I begin, I would just like to set the stage. I'll be running for the position of Commuter Committee President. Hi, my name is Lucas Janusz. I'm a freshman here at Nichols College. When I first came here, I had the words in mind of Ted Turner. These words were, set goals beyond your reach so you always have something to live for. I keep these words in my mind, especially in the fall semester when I ran for class president. I did not win the election, however, I did not stop this from having me stay behind. What I did with these things is I understood that it was important for me to continue to push. So I talked to the student government president, and I said I had these missions in mind to get achieved in the next year. They were very intrigued by what I was saying, and they allowed me to have a position in the student government of commuter representative. Because of this, I believe that I would be a great fit for the commuter committee president because of my drive and want to push the envelope and create other opportunities for other students here at Nichols College. I also believe that I am fit for this position because of my experience in the position of commuter representative in the student government. And that is why I believe that CCP is the position for me.
Is this on? It is. Okay. Just a little feedback. I thought that your style of kind of walking around and not standing behind the podium was great, and it just really exuded, that you were comfortable up there, even if you weren't.
I will just say as well, I agree with that. You had great flow going, and you were very persuasive up there. Good job.
Thank you, Lucas. Next up, we have Zachary Harris.
I just want to say hi to everybody. When I announced I was coming here to Nichols to pursue my degree in sport management, I had no idea what I really wanted to end up doing with my life. So basically, when I came here, I just knew I wanted to work in the sports industry. So when I got here, I figured I would go and try everything and anything to find my passion. When I originally got here, early on in my experience here, I was approached by Pete DeVito. Pete DeVito is the Director of Sports Information here at Nichols College. He's the one who offered me my job as PA announcer here at Nichols College. As the announcer here, before I came here, I had no experience whatsoever of calling any games, and I was a mess. But the GAs and Pete, they really helped tone my abilities of talking, and I found that I have a passion about talking about sports. And that's why I'm here today, is that I have a passion for public speaking and talking, and that's why I'm very passionate, and I'll be passionate in everything I ever do.
Make sure this is on. Great job. Really loved the eye contact and engaging. Felt like you were talking to me. There was a little bit of hesitation, and it's probably just from nerves from being up there, but otherwise great.
Yeah, I really liked how you enunciated your words as well. You were very articulative with what you chose, and I know it's sometimes hard when you're filibustering not to say and I didn't hear once, so kudos on that. Good job.
Thank you, Zachary. Next up is Mateus Campos.
When I was 5 years old, I accidentally found my dream job. At the time, I didn't even know what entrepreneurship was, but I already loved it. I was cooking some desserts with my cousin during the summer, and one day I walked up to her and said, "You know what? We should sell it." And that's what we started doing. We went from our street to the neighborhood, and because we liked it so much, we ended up going to the city. And in just 2 months, we ended up making 10 grand. My parents thought that I had real talent for business, so they started supporting me. And because I liked it very much, I started learning about that and building projects of my own. I think what sets me apart from other people is that not only I know the job, I know how much hard work you have to put on the business industry, and I think that you mix it up with passion and talent, you are in the right way to get to success. But most part of all, I'm still having fun with business, just like I did when I was 5 years old. Thank you.
Eight.
7.
Thank you for sharing your story. I think you really connected with the audience and were drawing people in. I think at times you paused a little bit, and I think that's just nerves, and it can't be easy to be up there. So I applaud you for being up there. Good job.
Yeah, I agree. I love the personal story. I'd say just try to keep eye contact as much as possible. There were a couple of times that I saw you look up that you probably could have had an extra moment to connect with the audience.
Thank you, Mateus. Next up is Megan Butler.
Hello. Just to give a little bit of a precursor, I am talking to somebody in the hotel industry. Hello, I am Megan Butler, and I heard that you might have a position available in your hotel, and I wondered if you have a few seconds for me to tell you a little bit about myself. Currently, I'm a student at Nichols College where I'm studying hospitality management, and I am currently on the women's soccer team. I've played soccer all my life, and I've really found a passion for leadership and working with others. When I was younger, I was diagnosed with leukemia. Although I don't remember much of this battle, I was left with a lot of things to deal with afterwards. I have learned to always adapt to the challenges that come your way and to always keep working and to improve. Over the past year and a half, I have had the opportunity to work in a few different places, two of which happened to be a pizza restaurant. I worked in the back and the front of the house and really found that it just wasn't for me. I wanted to give the hotel industry a try, and over the past few months, I have had the opportunity to work as a housekeeper in the Hilton Hampton Inn. Throughout this job, it has been very grueling, very intense, and a lot of hard work has been put into it. I learned how to pay close attention to detail and really communicate with guests. I hope with this time of me telling you a little bit about myself that you learn that I'm a great spot for your position, and I hope to talk to you later. Thank you.
Nine.
9.
9.
I would hire you, Megan. So you had really great tone, and that's really hard, especially when you're in an elevator and you have to be able to go like on the fly and sell yourself that you're the right fit for the job. And I really liked your eye contact, and thank you for sharing your story and your experiences. That will go such a long way, and it proved to me why I should hire you. So kudos to you. Good job.
I also loved hearing about your experience. I thought it was nice that you wove that into the story. Again, very articulate, so that was very nice. A little fast. I don't know if that's because you're trying to squeeze it in a minute, but yeah, perfect.
Thank you, Megan. Our next participant is Ariana Owen.
Hello, my name is Ariana Owen. I am a first-year student here at Nichols College in Dudley, Massachusetts. I am a marketing major and a digital marketing minor, and I'm also a member of the women's soccer team here. I am applying for the Amazon internship because I know that Amazon is the 5th most eco-friendly company in the country. I'm extremely passionate about eco-friendly products as well as sustainable products, which is why I feel that I'd be a great asset for the Amazon team. I am a very hardworking and determined person, and I'm also very creative and good at working with others. Some ways that my hard work and determination have shown is through athletics. All my life, playing college soccer has been a huge goal of mine, which is why in high school I made it my #1 priority. I practiced when no one was watching and trained all seasons of the year to become the absolute best player that I could be. Not only has soccer taught me how to be more hardworking and determined, it also helped me learn to communicate with others. I believe that I have a great match skill set for a job in this field, and I really hope you consider me. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day.
Nine.
9.
9.
9.
sorry.
No.
I thought you were very persuasive. I would hire you. My only critique, if it's even a critique, is I would have had you put your arm down and be a little more open, but I'm sure that's nerves, and you probably weren't even realizing that you were doing that. But overall, you were very drawing people in, and I thought you did a great job.
I agree. I think you did a fantastic job of just showing that you had done your research about the job you were going for, but not in a monotone, I'm proving to you I did my research way, in a very personable, outgoing kind of way. I thought that was great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ariana. Next up is Rion Ryland.
All right, just for the tone, I'm going to be talking about applying for advertising manager. Okay. Hi, my name is Rion Ryland, and I'm applying for advertising manager. I feel like I would really be great for this job, and let me tell you why. One thing I think you need to have is experience. I have plenty of experience in advertising. I actually took effective speaking at Nichols, and not only that, I got MVP, which is top of the class. So that's thanks to me, and I have feel good about myself. And you also need creativity and passion to get your idea out to the audience on what you want to sell. I did this great in high school. In senior year, I did my project on cakes, French cakes. I was like, how am I going to do this? And I came with a great idea. I brought in French cakes for everyone to try. They loved it, absolutely loved it. And that's when I realized I wanted to do this. I wanted to pursue advertising. I wanted people to know why they should buy this product, why I loved it, and why they should feel the exact same way I do. This is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for listening to me. Here's my, hold on a second. Oh, dang it. Hold on a second. Sorry. Here's my card, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you very much.
Nine.
9.
9.
8. Sorry.
Okay. Just a couple of comments. The passion was awesome. Loved it. I love the way you enunciated words in between it. It did a lot to hold my attention.
Great job. You had wonderful eye contact, and you kind of commanded the stage. It's hard in here. It's a big room, and being able to connect with everyone is difficult, and I think you nailed that. And I really applaud you on handing the business card. I know it fell on the ground. That's totally okay. But that's something that's different, and that's going to go a long way. So good job.
Thank you, Rion. Our next participant is Mo Kern.
Before I came to the US, I never thought about eating a waffle with chicken, bacon, and honey on it. For me, this combination didn't make sense, and where I come from, people would never combine these ingredients to a dish. But then I realized it depends on your ethnic background and the values you grew up with, what you think is important and what you appreciate in life. At this time, I discovered one of my most important skills. I'm really good at adapting to new environments and at dealing with people from different countries. During my time as an international student in the US, I learned that everything is about making compromises. In Germany, I never had lunch before 2 p.m., and here I had to adapt to the US food schedule. Just when we make compromises and find a common ground where everyone feels comfortable enough to share his or her thoughts and ideas, we can gain all the benefits of a diverse team. Because of my experiences and the knowledge I gained throughout the last years, I'm the perfect candidate to manage a diverse team. Thank you.
Seven.
8.
8. 8. I thought overall that was great content. You could definitely feel your energy. Thought that was fantastic. It was only a little bit fast for me. That was it.
Yep, you had great energy. You can tell how passionate you are about what you've had to learn coming here. I thought overall it was great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mo. Next participant is Madeline Sudan.
The best piece of advice I've ever been given appeared one day in front of my English teacher's whiteboard. It was just one word, and like me, it was strong and small, but versatile. The word on the board was yet. Yet is the most powerful word in the English language. The game isn't over yet. We haven't lost yet. I haven't failed yet. I used to be terrified of failure. I would seclude myself and hide because I was scared of the adventures that could change my life, but not anymore. Since then, I've managed to adapt. I based my life on the principle that failure is an inevitable and integral part of success, and I'm thriving. I stepped out of my comfort zone, and I am now a leader in both my hometown and college communities. So whoever you are, wherever your life may lead you, remember, failure is not a permanent condition. You simply haven't succeeded yet.
Right.
7.
7.
9.
9.
Incredible job, Maddie. I loved how you commanded the stage. I know I use that a lot, but that takes a lot of experience to be able to do, so kudos to you on that. I loved your body language and tone. I just failed to be sold on you hiring you for a job. So I didn't hear too much of an experience. I loved your message, and that, kudos to you on that. It just wasn't, the message wasn't there for me to hire you.
The message to me was very realistic, so I liked that, and the hand gestures. To me, I didn't see a lot of eye contact. I saw a little bit of back and forth walking.
Thank you, Madeline. Next up, Abigail Morgan.
When I think of manager, I think of two qualities, confidence and strength. And personally, I like to think that I have both of these qualities. Now, it's been difficult for me to develop these qualities. I wasn't born with them. When I was little, I got bullied a lot. I was deemed the weird kid, and I fought so hard to act normal. I acted like those girls who called me weird, and that just put me down even further. But around my junior year, I discovered that no one else's opinion matters besides my own and the people that I want to hear the opinions of. And I think that that's a great quality of a manager or of a leader, of not letting people get through your skin, but being able to take their criticism and apply it to yourself to better yourself and become more confident. And I feel like doing that takes a lot of strength, which, as you remember, are both qualities that I listed off. Now, I'm not a management major, but I would like to manage people, and I would like to feed off my energy onto other people and let them develop the confidence and strength that I have learned over the years. And I think that that makes me a great manager, and I hope that I get that position one day. And I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.
Seven.
7.
8.
8. All right. I thought you did a really nice job of being vulnerable, but still being really confident and explaining why you wanted that. I saw a couple times where you might have just lost your place just a little bit, but I thought it was really fantastic overall.
Thank you for sharing your story. That couldn't have been easy to share. I appreciate that. I thought you had great eye contact, and you really worked the stage well without being too far to the left or far to the right. Good job.
Thank you, Abigail. Next up is Anthony Romeo.
How's it going? Before I start, I can't see you guys, I'm sorry. Before I start, I'd like to look at you guys as a group of investors investing in a company that I would like to start. So, I'm a freshman here at Nichols College studying general business. I'm a freshman here at Nichols College studying general business, and I'm here to look at you guys to invest in my gutter company. Now, I have a quick story to tell you guys. When I was 17, I started working for my uncle's company. I didn't know how manual labor would be, and everyone thought it'd be tough. I was just the spoiled kid, and my parents took care of everything. And right away, I fell in love with the job. I loved the manual labor. I never took my lunch break. I'd always finish around moving the ladder, just one last downspout when everyone was sitting there eating pizza with my uncle. I proved to be a hustler. And then eventually I got trusted with my own crew, and I would get my own jobs and be in charge of everyone, and I finally proved to everyone that I was trustable. Now, I know you guys are wondering why you should invest in me and trust me with your money. Well, I won't lie to you. My main motivator, it's money. And if you invest in me now, I plan on making you a lot of it. Thank you.
Seven.
7.
7.
7.
Loved the story. It did look a little bit like you memorized it and you were just kind of like just throwing it out there. But again, I loved the story, and you did seem passionate about it once you got your mojo.
And you made it personable, which was easy for us to relate to as humans. And I would just caution on the error of everything, just to slow down. In everything in life, just slow down. It's not a race. I know you have 60 seconds, but just take a deep breath, and you did a great job. So kudos.
Thank you, Anthony. Next up is Caitlin Lamontagne.
My name is Caitlin Lamontagne, and growing up, I was the quiet, respectful kid that got pushed around. If you asked me to stand up here 3 years ago, I would probably burst into tears. Why? Because growing up, I never felt like I was heard. I never felt like my voice mattered. Being quiet has been a mask to my potential. Trying to obtain a leadership role as a quiet person is a struggle. But did that stop me? No. In my high school, my teacher pushed me past my comfort zone to become the president of an organization. When I felt like I was truly being heard and making a difference, this made me feel good. And it wasn't because of my popularity or because of my loudness, but because they truly entrusted me to lead them as a group. I'm here to tell you that a quiet person does not lack leadership, power, or intelligence. A quiet person is one of the most considerate leaders, in my opinion. We listen, comprehend, and respond to those around us with not only ourselves in mind, but the well-being and success of those around us. I'm tired of being tied down to the negative connotation that comes with being quiet, and it's time for my voice to be heard. Thank you.
Should make them start. You guys start this time.
8.
7.
8.
8.
applaud you for coming out of your comfort zone as a quiet person. That can't be easy to be up here in front of everyone, and you're very persuasive on your message. I liked that. For me, it was a little bit fast. I would slow it down just a little bit, but overall, good job.
Yeah, I agree. I was that quiet person who was really nervous to talk back in my freshman year, and by senior year, I felt a lot more like you do today. So I would just say great job in sharing that and in getting up here and speaking. I think for me, there was just a little bit, you could do a little bit more eye contact, but really, really great overall.
Thank you, Caitlin. Next up is Luke Spears.
Oh, these lights really are bright. Okay. Hi, my name is Luke Spears, and I possess two of the most important qualities for anyone in a leadership position to possess. I'm adaptable, and I'm very good at thinking on my feet. And the best way to illustrate this is how I ended up here at Nichols College. Originally, I was a freshman at Becker College in the spring semester of 2021, when on a wonderful Thursday in the middle of March, I got an email from the college saying, "We are legally obligated to send you this email. We don't believe that we will be able to financially operate for the next year. You may have to find a new place to go to college." And as someone who just got into college, who was excited to be starting the next part of their life, that's a pretty rough way to start it. I haven't even finished one whole semester yet, and I already have to find somewhere else to go. But I was fresh out of applying for college the first time, and I knew some tips and tricks, and I was excited to find a new place where I belonged. And that led me here to Nichols College, and that whole process happened in less than a month. I was ready, I got things done, and I still succeeded at Becker College, and I'm succeeding more and more here, and has been one of the best things that's ever happened to me, making me a better person and a better leader.
Eight.
7.
I can start. All right, I'll go. Loved the story, but you kind of just like kept going. I was waiting for a comma or literally like some passion around reading that letter that says Becker's not going to be around anymore. I wanted to hear like that shock in your voice.
Yeah, good job presenting your story. It's not easy to share and getting personal with it. A little bit too fast-paced, but again, I think that's nerves, but overall, great job.
Thank you, Luke. Next up is John Jakubowski.
Hey, John!
To set the stage, I'm at a job site and you guys are high up at Raytheon Technologies. It all started about a couple of years ago when my mother passed away from leukemia. This was very hard for me because growing up without the love of a mother made me feel very lonely often at times. But my friends and family helped me get over that, and that's when I learned how important good connections and loving family really is in life. And that's when I started to dive into work. I dove into work about a couple of years ago, and I started machining at Linebor Industries right here in Oxford, MA. We get pretty cool jobs there, and last fall we got a job from MIT's aerospace program where I learned valuable programming and engineering skills that'll carry me through a lifetime. And now fast forward to today, I'm here at Nichols College pursuing a career in criminal justice while also working at Linebor part-time and learning new skills every day. Throughout all of that, I've learned the value of good connections and teamwork. And now I'm no longer anxious and troubled by my past experiences.
Eight.
8.
All right. In terms of comments, I thought that the story was really great. You connected well with the audience. My only caution would be just be careful with guys. It can come across a little bit more casual sometimes than you want if you're pitching to somebody that you're asking for a job or for an investment.
Thank you for sharing such a personal story. That couldn't have been easy to do that. I think you made good eye contact and your posture was well. Thank you. Good job.
Thank you, John. Next up is Kristen McSweeney.
Hello. I just want to start off by saying I hate public speaking. It has been one of my biggest fears and biggest weaknesses from as long as I can remember. I took effective speaking freshman year, just like any other first-year student here. It helped me a little bit working on my confidence and just getting to be more comfortable on stage in front of a crowd. It helped a little bit, but not as much as I had hoped. So I took the next step and decided to start my own public speaking club called the Bison Gavel Club. With this club, we have chosen to allow anyone and everyone to come and practice any speech or presentation and just give everyone the confidence to speak in front of anyone and everyone, small or big crowds, and just to help everyone understand that it's okay to speak in front of a big crowd. Thank you.
Seven.
7.
7.
So great job. I really liked how you slowed your pace down instead of kind of like filling the airspace. You really took the time to find your words before you spoke, so great job on that. And you had really good eye contact as well.
I don't think the score is actually reminiscent of. You could tell that you don't like public speaking, and you were really coming out of your shell, though. So for that, I applaud you. I think you did a great job, and I think you'll continue to get better.
Thank you, Kristen. Next up is Tara Ostromecki.
Stop, slow down, and enjoy the moment. My name is Tara Ostromecki, and I stand before you all tonight to share a story I wish I learned long ago. I was always that kid that couldn't wait to grow up, and in turn, I ended up wishing time away. Well, now, at 21 years old, I'm 3 weeks away from graduating after just 3 years. And as I get closer to that point in my life that I've always dreamed of, wished for, and worked for, my perspective has truly started to shift. I now know that the future will always be in the future, and we will always be here, living in the present moment. So why not take a step back and start to love and appreciate who we are and where we are today? That said, I stand before you all tonight and make a commitment to myself to live in the present moment, and I hope you all can too. Thank you.
Nine.
9.
9.
So if you were nervous up there, you certainly didn't show it. Great job with your cadence. You enunciated well. You drew us all in. I think I speak for the room when I say we all wanted to keep listening to you, and you had an excellent message. Great job.
I agree, really confident. I thought that the speed was great. It was, it was slow, and so we really had a time to take everything in that you were saying, and you could just tell that there was a lot of emotion behind it, so I thought that was fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you, Tara. Next up is Ryan Spitz.
All right, before I begin, I am going to set the stage by saying that I am going for the assistant in the Student Success Office here at Nichols. Hello, my name is Ryan Spitz. There is a question out there that we have all been asked. What is the greatest life lesson that you have learned throughout your life? Well, my answer for that question is that life can be challenging and difficult. My personal experience has been overcoming countless concussions and injuries that have led me to learn how to walk and run and do simple things all over again. However, these challenges and obstacles do not define who I am. What defines me is the passion and the drive and the determination that I have behind whatever it is that I am doing. In the words of Robin Williams, carpe diem. This means seize the day. Seize each and every day and make it your own. Thank you for your time, and I hope you consider me for this position because I will not let any obstacle stand in my way. Thank you.
Eight.
8.
9.
9.
Where the- Is it me? Is it us? Again, really good message. You were articulate. You made good eye contact. Just a little bit of, I was expecting a little bit more crisp, I guess, to get to the next level.
Thank you for sharing your story. A little distracting with the pacing going back and forth. However, you made up for that by making really good eye contact.
Thank you, Ryan. Next up is Elijah Blanchard.
Hello? It's good? Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God, that light. Okay. Hello, I'm Elijah Blanchard, and today I wanted to express to you why I would be a great fit for the Young Entrepreneurship Council. I am seeking to join the YAC because I aspire to assist young entrepreneurs in their business goals, and I have a passion for helping others grow their businesses by giving my insights. Currently, I'm a first-year student at Nichols College, majoring in entrepreneurship management while also pursuing a certificate in terrorism studies. Aside from my academic experiences, I have plenty of work-related experiences as well. I led a group of farmers in hay baling operations this past summer, which then opened up an opportunity for me to get a promotion and a pay raise. I was then offered by my boss to co-manage the agricultural production process for this summer. There are also many skills that I can offer to the YAC as well. More specifically, my leadership skills, as I am detail-oriented, realistic, and an accountable individual who is willing to adjust my leadership styles based on the people around me. I hope you gained a better understanding of my leadership styles and my experiences that would make me a great fit for the YAC. Thank you.
Seven.
7.
7.
7. I liked the message that you were giving, and I think you did an overall a really nice job of selling yourself. I think it was a little bit fast.
I agree. It was a little fast for me, and it sounded a little rehearsed, almost like you were reading it a little bit, but I think you had great eye contact with the audience. Good job.
Thank you, Elijah. Next up is Spencer Berlepsch.
I'd like to set the stage. I'm just kind of in a conversation where I bump into the head of a visual marketing department for a sports team. Hello, my name is Spencer Berlepsch, and I heard you had a vacancy in your visual marketing department. I have some diverse experience in this field, and I think I could be a very good worker in this environment. As for my studies, I'm currently studying sports marketing at Nichols College, and I have much past experience in this field as well. In my high school days, I created game day advertisements for many of our sports teams, and I also created a wrestling logo that was used at our school's highest wrestling tournament. As for my studies, I've tried to diversify myself in the sports field by also studying sports management, and I think that's helped me gain a better understanding of the market that we are in and the market that I'm trying to sell. And as for my prior work experience, I was entrusted with a leadership position within 2 months of my first ever job, my junior year. I was training new employees around a pizza restaurant, and I think that shows that I'm a very quick learner. I can listen to instructions, and I can adapt and lead groups of people. As for adaptation, I think that's one of my strong suits. If you give me a job and tell me how it's done, I can do that, and if you change it later on because something didn't go right, I'll jump right on it and adapt right to it. I can give you my number and email if you'd like to have me in for a further interview. I thank you very much for your time, and have a great night.
Eight.
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 I'll go first. So very, very professional from a wording perspective and refined, so I like the message you were getting across. You could still sense a little bit of nervousness, a little bit of eye contact, stuff like that. But again, I think great job.
I like how you shared your why. Like you shared a few attributes of like you're a quick learner and you're able to adapt quick. And I was just waiting for you to say why, and you did. So great job on that.
Thank you, Spencer. Our next participant is Dylan Seville.
Hi, I'm Dylan Seville, and I'm here to set the stage for a potential job interview. When I was in high school, I was the loner. I was the weirdo. I was the kid nobody wanted to talk to. That all changed senior year. I became a completely different person. Not by choice, but because I had to, because I needed to. I strived to do better. Now, this one particular focal point is really crucial to me. I was on a fishing trip with my buds. They told me to come along for another week, and I was like, oh God, what was I gonna do? I was terrified. I froze because these were my boys, and I couldn't respect. I couldn't. Can I restart? Can I restart? Sorry. I'm going to flip the script. Today, I'm going to talk about what are we doing here? Like, seriously, what are we doing here? We are here to talk about a speech. We are here to talk about life. We are here to talk about job opportunities. For me, that was never the case. I am here to talk about my experience with people, with life, with everybody. I believe strongly that people need to change. People need to do better. It is our core function. We want to do better. We need to do better. And because of that, I believe that today would be a great opportunity to discuss my change personally. I changed for the better, and that is why I would make such a great job opportunity. Thank you for your time.
Seven.
7.
8. 7.
There are comments today, right?
For me, I thought that you did a nice job, but I really wanted to hear a little bit more about your skills. As you were kind of, going through it, it became a little bit more about people and people want to change. I wanted to hear more about why are you that person that I need to hire.
For me, I could tell how passionate you are with this. You had a little bit of a rough start, but you really I felt recovered well, and I think that's a very important skill to have when you leave this campus, and that's why I gave you an 8.
Thank you, Dylan. Next up is Troy Montgomery.
So just for a little background, I'm going to a local high school and talking about being a good quality for a coach. So for lack of better words, at a young age, I was diagnosed with a speech disability. Why am I telling you this? Because of the challenges I've had to overcome. From a young age, around 8 years old, being diagnosed with a speech disability didn't matter at that point, but didn't realize the challenges I would have to face for the rest of my life. Going from a young age, I would have to go to speech classes to help me practice speaking. From reading the word hippopotamus 1,000 times to writing out my name 1,000 times, just to get that done so I can practice my speaking. Why am I sharing this? Because I think the passion of overcoming things is very important. Can I start over? Hello, my name is Troy Montgomery, and for lack of better terms, when I was young, I was diagnosed with a speech disability. From a young age, learning how to read and write was very hard for me, whether that being spelling simple things like because, or that, or it, or reading out loud was always embarrassing for me. This being said, I think it's very important that I could help connect with kids on your team, whether that be kids from diverse backgrounds or learning disabilities such as me. Another reason I think I could be a great sports coach for you is my athleticism. I grew up a multi-sport athlete in high school and in college, playing on my team, football team and rugby team. Another reason I think I'd be a great coach is so I can connect with kids, whether that be on the field or off the field with positions. Thank you for your time, and I'll have a great day.
Seven.
8.
7?
7.
Yeah.
Great job. I really liked how you shared examples of your why, why you would be a great coach, and I was able to really see your passion for it.
I really saw the passion and the refinement, so you could tell you've worked diligently on this, so for that I applaud you.
Thank you, Troy. Our next participant is Desmond White.
Not at all. Alrighty, damn, they were not lying. All right, just to preface this is if you were a Mark Cuban or gender neutral Mark Cuban, because there's a couple audience members out here. I'm sorry. Well, there's women judges. I have to bring it to the audience. All right. So. All right. Bro, all right. Let me start over. I didn't even start yet, but let me start over. All right. Man, I sucked at sports in high school. I was terrible. As a freshman, I was 4'10", completely unathletic, and just the epitome of disgusting. When you walk in and you see this kid sign up for your team, you think, oh man, another bench warmer. But I still love sports. I really, really love sports. I mean, my senior moment, my senior year was like by far the best moment I had all of high school was when I got my first ever tackle after 8 years of playing football. It was awesome. And the embrace I had with my coach after when he told me, Desi, you're terrible, but goddamn, I love your spirit. It was one of the best feelings I've ever had. And pursuing a degree in mathematical business analytics, it just put me in a position where I'm like, man, what if I did sports analytics for my career? I would love that. And that's why, General Neutral Mark Cuban, I would love to be part of your analytics department. Thank you very much. A side note, aside from the speech, I feel like I look like John Wick with this on. What do you think? Slim, I got the slim tie. Just, all right.
7.
8.
9. 9. Really nice job. I think we all saw, right, that self-deprecation can definitely be a tool. Humor can be a tool. You had the whole audience captivated. I think you did a really nice job. Congrats.
I'm not really sure where to begin. That was, at the beginning, you seemed nervous, but you manned the stage, and analytics is going to take you far, but your side hustle should be a comedian on stage.
Thank you, Desmond. What a way to end the night. All right. So now that everyone has given their speeches, can we have another round of applause for all our participants tonight? You all did a great job. Public speaking is not easy, so you should all be proud of yourselves. The judges will now take some time to deliberate. While they're adding up the scores and discussing the speeches, I'd like to invite Hannah Vangel and Ben Carboni to the stage. Hannah Vangel graduated in 2021 and majored in psychology. While at Nichols, she was a teaching assistant and she was the first place winner of the 2020 elevator speech competition and MC of the 2021 competition. Hannah is currently pursuing her Master of Applied Behavioral Analysis at the University of St. Joseph. Ben Carboni graduated in 2020. He was an honors student, economics major, and peer tutor. Ben was the first place winner of the 2019 elevator speech competition and the MC of the 2020 competition. He currently works as a real estate agent. Thank you both for being here tonight. Our first question is, how has being an effective public speaker helped you in life or in your professional careers?
First, I want to say, hey guys, thanks for having me here. But effective speaking and public speaking and just communication in general is really everything once you get out of college and when you're in college and just life in general. Being able to talk to somebody and just giving a friendly hello and having a conversation is everything. I love a quote. I don't know who it's by, but it's your network is your net worth. And I think when you go into a room, just being friendly with everyone and making sure that you give everyone eye contact and you just really, put yourself out there is what makes a difference in your professional career.
I don't know how I'm supposed to follow that up, but I'll try. Again, I'd like to also start with saying that was wonderful, everyone. Congratulations for taking the stage tonight and for taking the time to do this. It is so nerve-wracking. I still remember, 2 years ago, sitting there and making my speech and shaking while I was doing it. So really kudos to all of you. But public speaking really is something that you're going to carry through your whole life. It's something that no matter your career, it's going to be something that's going to help you. Personally, I know that speaking with families that I work directly with and things like that, public speaking has really made a difference in not only how I speak to people, but the confidence that I use when I speak with people. I think that that's another big thing that it sort of changes, is your attitude. So definitely a very important thing.
Great answers, thank you. The plan is to continue asking questions until the judges finish their deliberations.
Let's do it.
Our second question, do you have any public speaking advice?
Yeah, definitely. You know, being comfortable is one of the biggest things, and just getting yourself in a position where, you know, if you're able to be around people that you can have a conversation and you know, not be timid and shy away in the corner, how you can develop that is putting yourself out there. And even if it feels awkward or asking particular questions, I know when I was a sophomore in college, I was a little timid talking to people in a way, especially public speaking. You know, the nerves were there. So I would always do something that kind of was a little awkward. When I was getting a coffee, I would ask them for a discount. I'd be like, can I get a 10% discount on that? You know, there's always like a very awkward response. They don't know how to act, but then you kind of have a conversation. So breaking down those barriers in any way that you can will, you know, exude into your professional life and your public speaking life. And then, you know, on top of that, listening and observing and learning and watching the professionals and the people that you want to be like in your life, whether that be, you know, Mark Cuban or somebody like that. Observe, listen, watch, and, you know, see what they do and try to follow that or mimic that in any way.
I think that there are really two additions that I sort of have to make there. One would go along with what some of the judges were saying. I think it's so easy, especially when you're up here and you're excited and you have all these things you want to talk about. You know, taking the time to slow down is really huge in public speaking. And that kind of goes along with the other thing that I want to bring up is just to have fun. I feel like you need to sort of take that moment, slow down, and enjoy the time that you're up here. Because at the end of the day, you're not always going to remember the little things that you did wrong. A lot of times what you're going to remember is that feeling of being on stage and being able to share what you have with other people. So just taking the time to slow down and enjoy that and talk about something that you like and something that you enjoy, that's going to make it so much better. So those are kind of my tips for that.
Okay, judges are still not done. On to the third question. What are your best resources for personal development?
So I need to step out of this light. I'm getting really blinded. So best resources that I've found, you know, and being in a generation that is ours, we have access to social media and things like that. Podcasts, I mean, practically everything that you could look at is free. Podcasts and YouTube. You know, one of the greatest speakers that I always listen to and follow is Jim Rohn. Personal development and things like that. On top of it would just be attending seminars and even communal events, getting out there and speaking to people. But yeah, you could use that, definitely.
So I feel like there are a lot of ways that you can find professional development opportunities. This one's a little sore for me. I just had my performance review at work talking about what I'm going to do for professional development, so a little hard on the heart. But I have to agree with Ben. A lot of the things that you can do really are those things that are kind of sitting there and watching and observing and soaking all that in and seeing what else you can do. I think the other best thing to do is just to practice, find opportunities where you can speak. Even if it's just in class or to other students, anything that you can, having that practice is, I think, what's really going to make a huge difference.
All right, awesome. Our fourth question, do you have any advice about everybody's favorite, networking?
Yeah, so networking, it goes along with just putting yourself out there, being friendly, you know, putting a smile on your face, and being willing to meet new people. You know, there's always that awkwardness when you walk into a room and there's, you know, older folk or people that are professionals and you don't really know how to connect with them. I think just walking up, putting your hand out and saying, you know, hi, I'm Ben Carboni, it's great to meet you, and making sure you make that connection with them is everything. It'll go a long way. They'll remember you. Maybe preparing or thinking about some kind of questions that you can come up with to ask these people if you know you're going to an event, like the sophomore shout-out or things like that, or a career development day, where there are people from other companies and things, research their companies, come with solid questions, and have that conversation with them. And then even ask to connect on social media or something like that. That'll go a long way as well, because they'll always be seeing your face, and they'll know that that's you. So.
One of the things that I think that's important to remember is that there are always opportunities for networking. It doesn't matter where you are or whether you think it's a networking opportunity or not, it probably is. Just by walking up to somebody, by introducing yourself, by making that connection, you could further your career, or you could further prospects for yourself in so many ways. And that doesn't just mean, the networking events that you go to at school or the people that you meet or the meetings that you set up. I think that also just means sort of networking yourself and selling yourself on the day-to-day. Maybe you're going to get a coffee and you're going to give them an extra smile and a wave, and you're going to pay attention to how you present yourself. I think all of those are really important aspects of marketing too. Or networking, so sorry.
Kind of the same thing, right? You're marketing yourself in a way. Yeah, make it work. But another thing to say on that, a lot of you guys look at networking or public speaking and you think it's very foreign, but you do it every day if you think about it, You're hanging out in your dorm, someone pops by, you've never seen them before, they want to introduce themselves, you introduce yourselves. That's networking. That's public speaking in a way, somebody new. You're selling yourself, you're always selling yourself. So you're always doing it. You walk into a classroom, you sit down for the first time, somebody new that you've never met before sits next to you, they introduce themselves, you introduce yourself. It's networking. It's a more casual way of networking than you think of it as professionals, but it's all one and the same. So if you go into it and you're looking to make friends rather than professional relationships, it'll go an even longer way in life. So hit me. Actually, a few times. Yeah. Interesting enough, it was at Target, a Target Starbucks, and I just threw it out there. I was like, hey, can I get 10% off this coffee? And she goes, yeah, no problem. I'll just put it under my Circle app. It was like some connection to Target, and she gave me like 10, 15% off. Yeah, it was cool. It worked out. So next time, use it. No? Well, there's already discounted prices there,
Okay, and looks like we might have time for one final question. So I believe that over 50% of our participants tonight are freshmen, which is a very unique experience. Do you have any... Yes, great job, freshmen. Hannah and Ben, do you have any advice for yourself as a freshman at Nichols, if you could go back in time and talk to yourself? Not necessarily about public speaking, but just freshman you at Nichols advice.
Oh my gosh, slow down and enjoy it. It goes way too fast. I'm sure I'm not the only person who would say that, but I'm gonna sound really cheesy here for a minute, so I'm sorry. It really is sort of those formative years where you get to sort of decide who you wanna be and where you wanna go. Take this opportunity now. There is not gonna be another time in life where you just have this time to explore what you wanna explore and do what you wanna do and find the person that you wanna be. I feel like as freshmen, you have so much opportunity in front of you and so many open doors, and I am so jealous because you get this chance to sort of figure out what path you wanna take and find where you wanna go. So just enjoy it. Again, as with public speaking, just slow down and take the time and enjoy every minute of it. I feel like that's the best thing that you can do as a freshman and throughout college.
Yeah, give it up. That's great advice. It really is. To go along on that, that's very important. Slow down, take the time, take a deep breath, enjoy every moment. And the other thing is, opportunities are going to come. Take every single opportunity that you feel you could be a part of. Even if it's kind of out of your comfort zone like this for you guys, You took this opportunity. There's a lot of freshmen here. That's unbelievable. I wish I took that opportunity as a freshman. You become very comfortable as you get to be an upperclassman, but being freshmen, you kind of start to break down those barriers, taking opportunities like this, and it'll go a long way throughout the next 4 years that you guys are here. So yeah, with that being said, connect with everybody, college, you're here to get a degree, but also the biggest thing in college is to meet people and get to know new people. I've developed some great relationships with professors and Board of Trustees members and people that I've met throughout the years, and I continue those relationships even after college. We go for lunch, we go for coffee, I come back on campus, we hang out. It's great. So definitely take that opportunity and meet everyone that you can. Become friends. Yeah. Cheers to you guys.
All right, thank you so much, Hannah and Ben, for your great advice and all of your wisdom. We really appreciate you being here tonight.
Of course, anytime, guys.
All right, it looks like our judges have finished their deliberations and the scores will be announced shortly. All right, awesome. Before I announce the winners, a few final notes. Do the judges have any final comments they would like to share with our participants tonight?
I'll go first. So I want to stand and give a huge round of applause to all our participants up front tonight. You did amazing, and the amount of confidence and initiative for you to be able to come up out here and do this tonight is impeccable. So you all should be very proud of yourselves. So I kind of just want to touch base and say you did it. Another round of applause for that. But you just competed in your first ever public speaking competition. I won't say elevator pitch, but speaking competition. And these are skills that you're going to use for the rest of your life, and it's going to set you apart in a lot of different areas. And yeah, you're speaking in front of a crowd right now, but public speaking goes to answering a phone. You're not just representing yourself in talking on the phone or in a public area, but you're representing your company. So that's really important skills to have, and you all have that first opportunity under your belt right now, so congratulations.
I've got probably two things to say. One is just is wow. So when I graduated from here, it was a couple of years ago. Who laughed? I can honestly say I don't think there was this level of ability for folks to speak publicly or engage folks. I know I certainly didn't have it. So this was phenomenal for me to see, both from the folks that got out there confidently to the folks that I could tell were nervous. It takes a lot of courage to get up there, so I really applaud everyone for getting up there and doing it. And again, just wow. And my second comment is really around, again, everyone's ability to engage in speech and conversation. I had my first meeting this morning at 7 a.m. I got out at 5 because it's an early day. And I can't tell you how many times I personally said during the day. Probably 1,000, I don't know. So it's nice to hear all these speeches without saying without stuttering like I'm doing now, with things like that. So again, really great to see, and was that on purpose? No, that's not. We'll call it a day there. So great job, everybody.
So I'd like to commend you all for doing what you did tonight. It is not easy to get up in front of people, to get up in front of your peers, your professors, everyone that's here tonight. It was amazing that you're able to do that. Those that seemed nervous and those that didn't, remember when you leave here, you're a bison and you're confident, and just take a deep breath and you will do great. As an alum, I am honored to be here tonight. It always feels like home away from home when I come here, so thank you for having me as a judge. I am kind of the fill-in for my husband, Fran, who is an alum as well, who is much more well-known here than I am. He's in Greece tonight, traveling for work, and very much wanted to be here. I want to give a little bit of a critique as I'm channeling him from far away. When you are giving your speeches or out there in the real world, it is just as important, not what you're saying, but how you look, like your stage presence. You want to look the part. I'm going to pick on the guys now for a little bit. Some of you, this is Fran's thing, but I agree with him. The ties, you've got to wear them properly and have them up. They look a little sloppy, and it just, you may not be sloppy, and you could have the best speech, but it comes across as you didn't try as hard with that.
All right, I guess I ended up last in this, so I just really want to echo my three counterparts here, just in terms of the courage that it took to get up here and to do this. And it's just really, really impressive. I thought that you all did such an amazing job, and the critiques that we were making were really small in the grand scheme of things. You could see that in the scores. Just an incredibly impressive group of people, and I would be happy to hire any one of you in the future. I would also just kind of say big thank you to this crowd behind you who supported you. I thought that's such a big thing when you can get up there and you know that you've got people backing you. Really nice job with everybody kind of cheering each other on. I thought that was really nice.
Thank you, judges. And now the moment everyone has been waiting for. So instead of first, second, and third, we actually have something a little different this year. We have first, second, third, and honorable mention. And thank you to Dawn and Fran Carlo for funding honorable mention. That person will win $200. Yes. So first, I will announce the honorable mention, and that person will come up to the stage. Please stay on the stage. Then I'll go to third place, come up, please stay on the stage. Second place, come up. You get it. You get to hold the big checks, too, for the photo op, which was one of the coolest parts of winning last year was the big check. So without further ado, honorable mention, winner of $200 is Rion Ryland. And in third place, winner of $300 is Ariana Owen. In second place, winner of $400 is Megan Butler. And finally, our first place winner of the 10th anniversary of the Nichols College Elevator Speech Competition and the winner of $500 is Tara Ostromecki. Can we please get a round of applause for our winners here tonight? All right, I ask that you please stay on the stage while I give my final remarks. A final congratulations to all of our participants here tonight. Round of applause for everybody. A special thank you goes out to the Elevator Speech Planning Committee that was comprised of Dean Jean Beaupre, Professor Kathy Temple, Andrea Becker, and Maureen Butler. Another big thank you to our judges for being here and supporting our students, especially to Dawn Carlo and her husband Fran, who generously funded the prizes tonight. And finally, I do ask that all the participants stay at the end for the photos. This concludes the 10th anniversary of the Nichols College Elevator Speech Competition. I hope you all enjoyed this experience. Thank you and good night.